Kanjuruhan Stadium in Indonesia. The two teams have paid their respects. It's another mouth-watering night of Europa League football. United, not much wiggle room left after their group stage opener defeat against Real Sociedad. The referee in the middle tonight is the Portuguese João Pinheiro. United kitted out in their signature red shirt with white shorts, while Omonia Nicosia line up in green and white. The Red Devils second in Europa League Group E as it stands. Real Sociedad and Sheriff Tiraspol of Moldova will play simultaneously in the early kick-off slot tonight in the Europa League, as referee João Pinheiro gets the action underway here at the GSP Stadium. 23,000 in attendance. The stadium packed to the rafters with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes, hoping to delight the crowd this evening, although, of course, an Omonia victory would be the preferred outcome. Here's Jan Letjaks, wearing the captain's armband for Omonia this evening. Neil Lennon on the touchline. Of course, familiar to a British audience, former manager of Celtic, Bolton Wanderers, Hibernian. And of course went back to Celtic again for a second spell. Played plenty of matches in the Premier League for the likes of Leicester City. Now applying his trade in Cyprus with Omonia Nicosia. No points on the board so far though for the Cypriot side. Certainly a tough assignment tonight against Manchester United and the return leg at Old Trafford. By which point Neil Lennon's side could have a mountain to climb in Group E. Here's Casemiro, just slightly more advanced than the halfway line. Omonia not sitting too deep in the very early stages of this game. Looking to get in Manchester United's faces. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Eriksson dropping into the quarterback role as we see him do so often. Something he's really developed later on in his career, as Dalot whips the ball in towards Bruno Fernandes. And it's been dealt with by Jan Letjaks, and that looks like it's going to be a Manchester United corner. It was swung in invitingly by Dalot. Bruno Fernandes, curiously enough, the target, as Christian Eriksen trots out to the right-hand side. This is going to be an out-swinging corner for Manchester United. Good chance to get their heavyweights forward early on. But Eriksen's corner doesn't clear the first man, and it's hoofed away by Omonia all the way through to David De Gea in the Red Devils' goal. So another start for David De Gea this evening. There was curiosity over which cup competitions backup option Martin Dubravka would play this season. Tom Heaton, the third choice, also an influential figure in the Manchester United dressing room. But Ten Hag has stuck with De Gea this evening. Of course, points on the board, very important for United if they are to reach the knockout stages of this season's Europa League. As Omonia look to restart play with a throw in deep inside their own half on the right hand side. Ten Hag already looking pensive from the touchline. A very intense character, loves to win. Here's Dalot, driving towards the Omonia back line. The ball ricochets towards Tyrell Malacia. Here's Lindelof. Casemiro dropping into the back line, picking up the ball, looking to move it forward for United. Here's Dalot. Slow build-up play from the Red Devils, but it's pinged forward towards the onrushing Bruno Fernandes. That one not quite on the money, and it dribbles all the way through to Fabiano, who can gratefully gather in the ball. Moved up towards the attacking duo of Karim Ansarifad and Bruno Felipe. Two characters for United to be wary of this evening. Both accomplished goal scorers. Bruno Felipe in fine form. Scored in 5 of his last 6 matches across all competitions. Karim Ansarifad, a player of real pedigree. 29 international goals for Iran. As United on the attack here with Bruno Fernandes. A brief moment of hesitation by the Omonia back line, but they managed to clear the danger. Martinez picks up the ball and kickstarts another Manchester United attack. Here's Sancho on the left-hand side. One-on-one against Adam Matthews. Now Fernandes. Looking to get a cross in. Finds Sancho instead lining up for the shot, and it trickles wide of the near post. Never quite struck that one as he intended, Sancho. And it simply didn't have the power or the direction to trouble Fabiano. 6 minutes played here in Nicosia. It remains Omonia 0, Manchester United 0. Casemiro into the feet of Bruno Fernandes. Looks to set off Anthony, who is motoring. He's forced a good tackle out of Adam Long, and that goes out for a Manchester United throw. Omonia certainly have to be wary of Anthony's pace this evening, and his trickery as well, of course. Sancho on the left-hand side. He's got Malacia overlapping. Cuts inside on his right foot. Lays it back to Bruno Fernandes, who shapes for the pile-driving shot. But that's blocked by Mix Diskerud in the Omonia midfield. It's going to be a United throw on the left-hand side. So the Premier League side asserting their dominance early on. Nothing clear-cut in the opening 7 minutes. But certainly enjoying most of the possession. Neil Lennon, of course, will be familiar about what Manchester United bring to the table. Even though tactically they've evolved somewhat under Ten Hag this campaign. United looking for a period of stability. Last season, of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made way for Ralf Rangnick in the dugout. Managers chopped and changed over the past few years. But there's hope that Ten Hag can restore United's former glory. Another 3 points on the board here would be a positive step towards the Europa League knockout rounds. As the ball's thrown in towards Casemiro. Switches first time to Malacia. It's good awareness from the Brazilian. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Chips the ball forward towards Anthony, but that one's miles off the mark. And it sails all the way through for an Omonia goal kick. So Fernandes is going to get another opportunity to see what he can do alongside Cristiano Ronaldo this evening. Or rather behind his Portuguese international teammate. There have been questions in the past over whether they can gel together. as a creative and goal-scoring partnership. Here come United with Anthony. Play to Cristiano Ronaldo, takes the shot, and it's well saved by Fabiano. A Ronaldo snapshot was going into the far corner. He had to have his wits about him there, the Brazilian goalkeeper. United's best chance of the game so far. And it fell to the man they'd want it to fall to. Ronaldo, so ambidextrous of course. Able to shoot almost equally ferociously on his right and left feet. United come again. Here's Anthony. Uses the quick 1-2 with Ronaldo. Played into the feet of Casemiro, but he's lost out. As Bruno Felipe comes racing forward for Omonia, but he's tackled by Victor Lindelof, and United get it away. Not looking to boot the ball clear though, looking to pass their way out of danger. And it could come back to bite them. Here's Chambos as Omonia retain possession. A moment for the home side to take a breather now, as Adam Lung has it on the halfway line. Under pressure from Anthony, opts to look for the big switch out wide to Adam Matthews. Good tackle in the middle of the park by Bruno Fernandes, and Casemiro comes up with the ball. Tried to set Cristiano Ronaldo on his way, and Fabiano had to race off his goal line to knock that ball out for a throw-in. 10 minutes played here at the GSP Stadium. It's still Omonia 0, Manchester United 0. Cristiano Ronaldo with the best chance of the game so far. Omonia, nothing of note in terms of clear-cut chances. But here is Bruno Felipe, perhaps their danger man this evening. His attack doesn't advance very far at all, and United come up with the ball again. Casemiro spreads the play out to Tyrell Malacia on the left-hand side. Here's Sancho. United setting up camp in the Omonia half. Short interchanging passes. It's now at the feet of Lisandro Martinez. Sancho now with an opportunity to run at Adam Matthews. Opts against it. Cuts back. Passes to Eriksson. United biding their time. Here's Martinez. He's got options ahead of him. Opts to spread the ball to the opposite flank, where Diogo Dalot receives. Here's Ronaldo now on the edge of the box. Lays it back towards Christian Eriksen. Jadon Sancho in a crossing position. Lays it to Eriksen. Neat passes from the Red Devils. Sancho's got two defenders for company. Lays it back to Malacia. Early cross goes in. It sails all the way through. Anthony's adamant that it took a little nick off the defender, but the linesman signals for a goal kick. Anthony's perplexed by that one, but ultimately another United attack goes begging, and it remains 0-0. So United in Cyprus for the first time ever this evening, first time playing a Cypriot opposition. These are the kind of fixtures, kind of intriguing clashes that the Europa League throws up. Last time out was also their first trip to Moldova, as they beat Sheriff Tiraspol 2-0. Remains to be seen if they'll have happy memories of the GSP Stadium, depending on how tonight's game goes. Ronaldo just on the turf after a tough aerial challenge with Hector Yuste. And United get play back underway. Here's Tyrell Malacia. Played down to Jadon Sancho, who's been heavily involved in the opening stages of this game. But they are looking to switch the play when possible. Anthony now on the right-hand side. Cuts inside. Short pass into the feet of Sancho. Eye-catching trickery from Anthony. And he passes short to Lisandro Martinez. Driving forward now, the Argentine. Finds Malacia in a crossing position. Options in the box, but opts to go short. Back at the feet of Malacia now. United reluctant to throw hopeful crosses into the box. Omonia do of course have bodies in there, playing a back five this evening. Here's Eriksson. Jadon Sancho now. A little bit of space for Manchester United. Into the feet of Ronaldo. He's got a good opportunity. Pokes towards goal. But it takes a nick off Nemanja Militic, and that's going to be a corner. Always danger when Cristiano Ronaldo gets the ball. His goal-scoring pedigree virtually unmatched in the history of football. One more would take him to 700 at club level. And the corner's going to be whipped in by Christian Eriksen. Headed towards goal by Lisandro Martinez. And it sails over the crossbar. Some story that would have been. A centre-back who's raised concerns at 5'9" tall. The likes of Jamie Carragher suggested that that couldn't work in the Premier League. But his performances of late have been positive. And he almost rose highest to head Manchester United into the lead. Omonia hoofed the ball upfield from the goal kick. Breaks to Jadon Sancho now. He's got Christian Eriksen for company. The Dane not the paciest customer, and he opts to turn back. And that results in a Manchester United throw-in. A little bit more urgency in that attack. Could have seen United manufacture something promising here at the GSP Stadium. Dalot into the feet of Anthony. He's yet to really give Jan Leciak something to think about this evening, Anthony. Does have the trickery to humiliate opposition defenders. Here he is again. Opts to pass back towards Victor Lindelof. Martinez surveying the options ahead of him, not afraid to drive forward into midfield. It's through to Anthony, one-on-one opportunity, squares towards Bruno Fernandes, but he's misplaced the pass. Incredible sequence of play. Anthony through on goal, could easily have taken the one-on-one opportunity himself. Looked to take the unselfish route and put it on a plate for Bruno Fernandes. But it was just a tad behind the Portuguese playmaker. And United were helpless. Hector Juste cleared away the danger. And what an incredible chance that was for the Red Devils to take the lead. Anthony will want to relive that one over and over again. If only he made the right decision, he's thinking. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Breaks through to Anthony. Cristiano Ronaldo. This time he finds Fernandes. Great opportunity. Looks to lift it over the top. It's hit the crossbar. Ronaldo on the rebound and it's cleared away. And finally the linesman's flag goes up. Another hectic period of attacking play from Manchester United. And again, Omonia stand firm. Unlike the last attack, this time Bruno Fernandes was found in the box, in acres of space. His chipped effort landing on the top of the crossbar. And Cristiano Ronaldo unable to convert the rebound. Two fantastic chances for the Red Devils in the space of a couple of minutes. Bruno Fernandes central to both opportunities. The first missed through no fault of his own. The second didn't quite go his way. Nemanja Militic is just briefly off the field, coming back onto the field of play now after receiving treatment. So this game heating up in Nicosia. 18 minutes played. It's still Omonia Nicosia 0, Manchester United 0. Omonia yet to ask too many questions of their Premier League opposition. They are, of course, there to be got at. And the referee almost looked like he was speaking to VAR for a moment there. Play just waiting to be resumed, and now it is back underway. But Manchester United's defence there to be got at. Their last outing, a 6-3 defeat to Manchester City. Of course, replicating Pep Guardiola's side's attacking style of play. Easier said than done. But City were 4-0 up by half-time, 6-1 up before United grabbed a couple of late goals to just take the sting out of the scoreline ever so slightly. They'll be looking towards Bruno and Ansarifad to come up with a moment of magic this evening. But it's United on the attack now with Christian Eriksen. Slows it down again, back to Lisandro Martinez. He's shown plenty of adventure early on, the Argentine centre-back. It was his run and pass forward that allowed Antony to go through on goal before his square pass just missed Bruno Fernandes. United coming forward again with Eriksen. Tackled away by Adam Matthews, and it's out for a United throw. Here's Malacia, out on the left-hand side, venturing into a crossing position. Just misses the path of Bruno Fernandes in the box. It bounces out to Dalot. Here's Antony. Looks to get a shot away on his left foot instead. Plays a great pass towards Malacia. Crosses in towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Hangs in the air, but sails over his head, and that's going to go out for a throw-in. Ronaldo making a nuisance of himself early on. Of course, he's got a fight on his hands to regain his spot in this Manchester United team. Marcus Rashford has often been the preferred option. And now that Anthony Martial has returned to fitness, it's not set to get any easier for the Portuguese. Martial and Rashford both on the bench this evening for Manchester United. Remains to be seen whether or when Ten Hag looks to call on either of those two attacking threats. He's only got one goal so far this season, Ronaldo, and it was in the Europa League against Sheriff Tiraspol from the spot last time out. Of course, we're used to seeing him score at a rate of sometimes more than a goal per game, particularly during his time with Real Madrid. As there's a scramble in the United defence. Here's Jan Leciaks. Brandon Barker looking for the clever flick, but doesn't quite come off, and that's going to go out for a Manchester United throw. They just haven't quite managed to string those crucial few passes together so far this evening, Omonia. Just lacking a little bit of quality when they need it most. Here's Sancho. Plays it inside to Christian Eriksen. It's a good one too, but Sancho doesn't have the pace to burn past Adam Matthews. More of a technician with the ball at his feet than an out-and-out speedster on the flanks, Sancho. Every United player bar Lindelof in the Omonia half, and Lindelof has just joined the rest of his teammates. Here's Fernandes. Most of United's attacks going on down the left-hand side, and here is Malacia making a run into the box, but it's well tackled by Nemanja Militic, and the Serb clears the danger. But he didn't quite clear it in time, says the linesman. It's going to be a United throw, so they can sustain their latest attack. Here's Malacia again. Dalot and Anthony wondering what they've got to do to get into this game on the opposite flank. The ball is finally sprayed out to Dalot by Casemiro. Martinez again venturing forward, tries to play it into the feet of Ronaldo, is tackled from behind by Militic, and the referee João Pinheiro points to a Manchester United free kick. Militic did come through the back of Ronaldo there, even though he ended up with the ball. Pinheiro, little doubt about his decision to point for a free kick. So tonight's a big night for Omonia. This probably their highest profile group game in the Europa League. They have been in the Europa League group stage once before. This just their second appearance. Last time in 2020-21 they finished bottom, and they are heading that way again. Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes stood over this free kick. It's in a shooting position, but it's all of 28 or 29 yards from goal. Ronaldo steps up, powerful strike. Did have that signature dip on it, but not quite the accuracy needed to threaten Fabiano's goal. Ronaldo, of course, famed for his free kick, that wide-legged stance. That unusual knuckleball technique, which he was one of the main pioneers to bring into the game. That dipping, swerving, set-piece tactic. Used to see them fly in regularly, nowadays not so much, as United almost steal a counter-attack there with Jadon Sancho. But it's played all the way back to Fabiano, who can clear the danger away for Omonia. 26 minutes played here in Cyprus. It's still Omonia 0, Manchester United 0. I think Neil Lennon will be pleased with what he's seen from his Omonia side in this first 26 minutes. Not so much in an attacking sense, but they've made life difficult for United. They've set up their stall. They've been tough to break down. And even in the big moments, like when Ronaldo broke through on goal, goalkeeper Fabiano was equal to the chance. And they're certainly making a game of it here. Here's Dalot. Now Anthony. Got an opportunity to show what he can do. Cuts in on his left foot, unleashes a curling effort, and it draws a fantastic save out of Fabiano. It was textbook Anthony, with what we've seen from him at Ajax and Manchester United in his early days. Cutting in from that right-hand side, aiming the curler towards the top corner, and make no bones about it, that ball was sailing into the back of the net if Fabiano didn't get a hand to it. It's going to be a Manchester United corner, swung in by Eriksson, headed on into the danger area, and Anthony scoops up the ball on the opposite flank. Now Bruno Fernandes crosses into the box, but Militic gets a commanding header away, only as far as Malacia as United look to come again. Here's Martinez. 9 attempts on goal for United in this opening half an hour. 0 for Omonia so far. Not finding their feet in this game in an attacking sense. United very much the dominant force in that regard, and they have got the weapons to do so. Cristiano Ronaldo, of course, has an argument to be considered the greatest player of all time. Bruno Fernandes has been a superb creator and goal scorer for United since signing in 2019. Here's Tyrell Malacia breaking forward for United, but his low cross not quite on the money, and Adam Matthews can clear the danger. Chambos looking to get the ball away. Here is the youngster. Not got many options around him. He's jogging back towards his own goal. Lays it off to Miletic. But his clearance falls at the United player's foot. United on the attack again with Anthony. He's got Dalot for company. Bruno Fernandes has also joined them on the right-hand side. But they go central again with Lisandro Martinez. Eriksson central to Jadon Sancho. Neat interplay from United. Sancho in the box, quick feet. But some of the urgency has been taken out of the attack. They've done a lot of the hard work. It's played down the channel to Ronaldo. Narrow angle, tries to play it across the face of goal. Malacia tries to knock it back across. And Omonia survive. No one in the box to meet that low cross from Ronaldo. Here's Christian Eriksen on the left-hand side. The vast majority of the play unfolding in Omonia's half. Eriksen chips into the box towards Ronaldo, but Fabiano comes out to claim. He's been solid so far in this match, the goalkeeper. 6'6" tall. You'd expect him to command his box. A former teammate of Casemiro, and they were both at Sao Paulo more than a decade ago. And although Fabiano's Omonia team are overmatched on paper this evening, he's been equal to his former teammates Manchester United side. 30 minutes played, still Omonia 0, United 0. Here's Eustace. A rare period of possession for Omonia, and it didn't last long. Taro Malacia breaks his neck to keep that ball in play and goes over the advertising hoardings. And referee Joao Pinheiro points for a Omonia free kick inside the Manchester United half. Coming together between Malacia and play already back underway here. Crossed into the box. Dalot has to deal with it. That was dangerous from Omonia. It was Brandon Barker ghosting in at the back post. He would have had an easy tap in if Dalot didn't hoof it away for a corner. And Jan Letsiaks trots over to the left-hand side. A good opportunity for Omonia to get their heavyweights forward here and ask one or two questions of the United defence. Instead plays it short. Controversial decision. And it goes out for a United goal kick. Neil Lennon must be fuming on the touchline. A good opportunity to lump that one into the box. 6'3" Hector Eustace among those to venture forward. Opted against the cross, and United have possession once again. Lindelof to Dalot. Anthony looking to turn Jan Letsiaks, and he's still got the ball. Tenacious run from the Brazilian. Gets past another in Mix Diskerud. Still got the ball, Anthony. He's been tackled about 3 times, and finally the referee, Joao Pinheiro, points for a free kick. Anthony gesturing for a yellow card. They just couldn't quite get the ball off him there, Omonia. It was a tenacious run from the 22-year-old. He cost £84 million to sign from Ajax this summer. Already scored 2 goals in his first 2 Premier League games. Yet to get off the mark in Europe. And this free kick for United is in a good crossing position on the right-hand side. Christian Eriksen looks like he's about to swing this one in. Just a one-man wall for Omonia. In it goes, into the danger area, headed away as far as Sancho, on the edge of the box. Shooting chance, but opts to pass back towards Malacia. Malacia in trouble here, and Omonia can break. It's 3-on-1 for Omonia here as Bruno Felipe ventures forward. He's got Ansarifad to his left, and he strikes it! Incredible stuff! Omonia take the lead. Completely against the run of play, and it is bedlam inside the GSP Stadium. One chance, one goal for Omonia. It's Karim Ansarifad who's given the home side a surprise lead. A perfectly executed break from the hosts, and Neil Lennon can scarcely believe what he sees on the touchline. It was Tyrell Malacia who got caught out from a Manchester United free kick. And there's going to be a question asked of offside here. Bruno Felipe carried the ball a good 40 or 50 yards before a perfectly timed pass to Karim Ansarifad. Bruno's role in that goal cannot be underestimated. It was a terrific run and pass. Ansarifad one touch before lifting it over David De Gea. Right into the top corner. A superb finish from the Iranian. And there's no check. The goal's going to stand. 35 minutes played here at the GSP Stadium. It's Omonia 1, Manchester United 0. The Red Devils shell-shocked. They can't afford another defeat in their Europa League group. Here's Anthony looking to get the cross in towards Cristiano Ronaldo. Didn't quite have the accuracy on it. And Adam Matthews shields that one out for a goal kick. A shake of the head from Erik ten Hag. If it stays like this, he's got a tricky half-time team talk. Replays show it was Christian Eriksen who played Ansarifad onside. And it was a tremendous finish from the 32-year-old. He's been around the block, Karim Ansarifad. Spells with the likes of Osasuna, Nottingham Forest and Olympiacos. He was signed just this summer from AEK Athens. And what a moment in his career. Good header from Casemiro in the midfield, but it lands at an Omonia player. Here's Chambos. They've got more bodies forward here, Omonia. Here's Ansarifad. He's got Bruno for company. And the referee blows for a free kick. It's in another promising position for Omonia. They can certainly whip this ball in if they're keen to get their big heavyweights forward. Hector Eustace, 6'3". Adam Lung, 6'2". No surprise to hear that this is the first time these two teams have ever met in competitive action. And further to that, it's Neil Lennon's first ever game against Manchester United as a manager. Had plenty as a player, including a couple for Celtic in the Champions League, as this free kick's whipped in by Omonia. It's out to Mix Discarut, whips it into the box. It's a promising position for Omonia. Pinball in the box. United struggling to get the ball away. A real chaotic moment for the United defence. And there's real signs of frustration from the Red Devils so far. Omonia asking questions of the referee, Joao Pinheiro. They think there's a penalty shout in there. And indeed, Lisandro Martinez did have hold of Jan Lexiak's shirt. Remains to be seen if this one's checked. The replays show clear as daylight. Martinez had a fistful of his opponent's shirt. But there's going to be nothing doing. Play back underway already. Sure, one or two questions maybe asked of that incident in the aftermath if Omonia don't go on to win or get anything from this game. Martinez has put together an upturn in performances over the last few games. There was a shaky start. The 4-0 defeat at Brentford springs to mind, in which he was dominated at the back post by Ben Mee. That was the peak of the noise around his size as a centre-back being an issue during his time in the Premier League. Good feat by Bruno Felipe in the midfield, and Omonia growing in confidence. Here's Brandon Barker into a shooting position. Barker, and it's blocked away. That's going to go out for an Omonia corner. Bruno Felipe on the turf. He's taken a painful looking hit. And how Brandon Barker would love a goal this evening. A Manchester City youth product. Only made one senior appearance for the Sky Blues, but he was awarded their Academy's Player of the Year in 2013-14. He's played for the likes of Hibernian, Rangers, Reading last season. His career just stagnated a little bit. He could make a name for himself tonight. Corner in swung for Omonia. Into the danger area, not dealt with by Manchester United. But fortunately for the Red Devils, it sails all the way through. Tyrell Malacia in a sticky situation on the left flank. Had a few attackers for company. But United managed to get the danger away. And they still have the ball at their feet too. Here's Eriksson. Omonia plenty more possession than they enjoyed in the opening stages of this game. Here's Mix Diskerud. All the way back to Adam Matthews. Hoofed upfield by Fabiano. And United retain possession. Here's Bruno Fernandes. Anthony plays centrally to Casemiro. United have got space and options. Here's Christian Eriksen. Shapes for the shot from distance. The Dane had options ahead of him there. Unusual for him to pick the wrong option. The likes of Cristiano Ronaldo was on his bike, making a run beyond the Omonia line of defence. Dummied by Bruno Fernandes, but Cristiano Ronaldo wasn't behind him to receive the ball. Clear evidence of the Portuguese duo not being on the same wavelength in that instance of play. And you have to wonder how long it's going to be before Ten Hag makes a change. Only 3 points on the board, United, after 2 group games, as Lissandro pings it forward to Ronaldo. Here's Bruno, shapes for the shot. Takes a deflection, it's going to go out for a corner. But this isn't a game for Ten Hag to hand Ronaldo minutes out of sympathy. Make no mistake, United need points if they're serious about winning their Europa League group. Corner to be taken by Christian Eriksen. The outswinger goes into the danger area. Pinball in the box. Omonia not dealing with the danger until now. Diskerud hoofs the ball away. Heart in mouth moment. Players waiting to see who the ball would drop to. 2 minutes to go until half time. It's still Omonia 1, Manchester United 0. The Red Devils have had chances. They've been unable to take them. Here's Lissandro Martinez, just shy of the halfway line. Again, plays direct into the feet of Ronaldo. Ronaldo's touch just deserted him. And Adam Lang did just enough to put him off. Unusual that for the Portuguese, perhaps a sign of ring rust. Not been a regular starter for United this campaign. And his touch really deserted him on that occasion. If he killed that ball dead, it would have been a one-on-one opportunity, the like of which he rarely misses. Omonia with the ball again. It's Chambos. Ball forward towards Ansarifad. Doesn't quite find its target. And David De Gea can gather in. Casemiro carrying the ball forward. Here's Lindelof on the halfway line. Out wide to Dalot. He's got Anthony ahead of him. Opts instead to try and play in Bruno Fernandes. But it's a good challenge by Hector Eustace. Interception rather, and it goes out for United throw. Martinez driving forward, played into the feet of Bruno Fernandes. A good tackle in the midfield by Brandon Barker. And Omonia try to spring another counter-attack. Here's Ansarifad. Chambos now. The urgency taken out of Omonia's attack, but they still have a few bodies forward. Here's Letsiaks. Ansarifad dropping deep now to try and link play. 2 minutes of added time here at the GSP Stadium. A goal for either side would be huge in this tie, and Bruno Felipe has made a good run into the channel. He's got Lissandro Martinez for company, and it's a good tackle from the Argentine. It's going to be an Omonia corner. The home crowd absolutely loving this from Omonia Nicosia. A half-time lead would be some story. Holding out for the second 45 minutes is another matter altogether. United did perform better in the second half against Manchester City, as Bruno Felipe takes the corner short again. Have to question that tactic. Chambos lines up for the long shot. Had good power behind it, but not quite the direction. He struck it beautifully, but David De Gea never felt any danger between the sticks. Chambos, just 20 years old, some confidence to take the shot on from that distance. United come again with Christian Eriksen. This could be their last opportunity to score before the break. And his drilled pass was going nowhere near its intended target, but Letsiaks gave the ball a little touch on its way through, and it's going to be a United throw. A lifeline for them to keep their attack alive. Here's Bruno Fernandes. United all camped up around Omonia's box, crossed in towards Casemiro, but his header never had the direction on it to trouble Fabiano. And the referee, Joao Pinheiro, blows for half-time. Some team talk Erik ten Hag has got on his hands now. Omonia Nicosia with a shock lead at half-time. Karim Ansarifad finishing off a superb counter-attack. United have had chances. Cristiano Ronaldo, Anthony and Bruno Fernandes all failing to score. 45 more mouth-watering minutes to come on Flash Score. Don't United did have opportunities. Cristiano Ronaldo's one-on-one saved by Fabiano. Bruno Fernandes struck the crossbar. And Anthony had a fairly simple square pass to Bruno Fernandes that just missed the mark. So Marcus Rashford slotted straight in on the left wing here. Looks like it's Jadon Sancho that's made way at the interval. Fairly ineffective during the first half. Ten Hag maybe felt as though he turned back too often. And Luke Shaw's come on for Tyrell Malacia. So a complete change up on the left-hand side for United. Malacia and Sancho started the game. It's going to be Shaw and Rashford in the second half. Lots of United's attacks were occurring down that left-hand side. On the opposite flank, Anthony and Diogo Dalot did look dangerous at times. But United haven't quite found the answer as yet. As the goal kick goes up towards Bruno Felipe. His flick on met by nobody, and it's going to be a Manchester United throw deep inside their own half. Here's Shaw looking to pass his way out of trouble, and United do so successfully. Here's Fernandes. Passed out to Diogo Dalot. He's got Anthony for company. Chops inside again, Anthony on his left foot. Looks to take the shot, but it's blocked before it can gather any real pace. And Omonia clear the ball away. Here's Lindelof on the halfway line. Casemiro back to Martinez. Eriksen has got space and time to survey his options. It's at the feet of Bruno Fernandes. Rashford back to Bruno, tries to play it into the feet of Ronaldo, but gobbled up by Eustace. United come again though, crossed in towards Ronaldo, deflects towards Christian Eriksen, it's cleared away by Omonia. Dangerous moments for the Cypriot side. And they break again with Ansarifad. Anthony tracks back to make a fantastic sliding tackle, but he's still got the ball, Ansarifad. An argument unfolding between the two sides now. And Sarifad claiming he put the ball out of play because Anthony slumped down to the turf injured. But United having none of it. They take their throw in and maintain possession. Casemiro having stern words with Ansarifad at the moment, but United have the ball. Suppose there's no time for them to play nice. They need points, and they've got 40 minutes to rescue something from this game, a game they really should be winning. They confidently won 2-0 away at Sheriff Tiraspol last time out in the Europa League. Here come Omonia again, threatening position for Ansarifad, and Martinez gets a good tackle in. It's going to be a Manchester United free kick. It was Chambos in and around the United penalty area asking one or two questions. But this is one of United's easiest Europa League group games on paper. Omonia was smashed 3-0 by Sheriff Tiraspol when the two sides met, or rather 2-0. Here's Marcus Rashford. Eriksen tries to play it into Ronaldo, but it's cleared away by Letsiaks. And the referee, Joao Pinheiro, has pointed for a free kick instead. It was a late challenge from Eustace on Bruno Fernandes, and this is a promising position for the Red Devils. Around 25 yards from goal, fairly central. Ronaldo was the player to take his opportunity from the set piece in the first half. That one sailed over. Bruno Fernandes stood over that one. Remains to be seen if he gets the chance to try his luck this time around. Indeed, Ronaldo placing himself nowhere near this one. It's going to be Bruno. Takes a breath to compose himself. This is a promising position for United. Pinheiro blows the whistle. Fernandes steps up, curls towards goal, but it's well held by Fabiano. There was good pace and accuracy on that one by Bruno, but it was not far enough in the corners. Omonia trying a fast break, but United pass all the way back to David De Gea. Danger averted. Pressure from Chambos and Bruno Felipe. But Bruno Fernandes comes away with the ball. Plays the big switch. What a ball to Marcus Rashford. Takes it under his spell. He's in shooting position here. Rashford, and he curls it into the far corner. What a superb team goal for Manchester United. And it's the substitute, Marcus Rashford, who makes a speedy impact 7 minutes into the second half. No reaction from Erik ten Hag. United level up the scores at 1-1 here at the GSP Stadium. It was Bruno Fernandes' 60-yard raking pass that landed on a sixpence at Rashford's feet. His first touch didn't quite go as intended, but he still found a yard for the shot just outside the box. Curled it expertly into the far corner. 53 minutes played here in Cyprus. It's Omonia Nicosia 1, Manchester United 1. And all of a sudden the momentum shifts. And with 37 minutes of normal time remaining, United will feel as though they can get all 3 points from this game. Omonia did hold out admirably in the first half before nicking a goal of their own against the run of play. But United have got the confidence boost they so desperately needed. Here's Shaw. Marcus Rashford. Played a nice ball into the feet of Fernandes in the box. It's dealt with by Diskerud. But United in no mood to wait around. The ball's back in play. Christian Eriksen crosses towards the back post. Headed away by Letsiaks. Eriksen again, heavily involved in this game. Mostly short, simple passes, but he's got a crucial role in keeping the ball moving for the Red Devils. Here's Rashford. Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. Martinez has ventured forward. He's got the ball 35 yards from goal. Very much part of Manchester United's build-up play. So capable on the ball, can play central midfield as well as centre-back. Now Ronaldo has the ball. He's got Christian Eriksen to his right. He's in a good shooting position. Eriksen aims for the far corner, and it drifts just wide of the post. Fabiano scrambling. That was not far at all from United's second goal in a matter of minutes. And United should have lofty ambitions in this competition. They made it all the way to the Champions League round of 16 last season, before losing on aggregate to Atletico Madrid. They are the only team, Manchester United, in the current Europa League group stage to have won the tournament, doing so back in 2016-17. So they should fancy their chances of going far. A win here would be a big stepping stone towards knockout round qualification. And Ten Hag's half-time changes seem to have done the job so far, but there's more work to be done. A neat 1-2. Bruno Fernandes volleys towards goal. Cristiano Ronaldo was in the middle. He manages to gather the ball in. Quick feet from Ronaldo. Still showing a turn of pace, but United opt against the cross. Neat passes around the edge of the box. Here's Ronaldo. Play to Dalot in a shooting position now. Diogo Dalot uses Anthony to his right. United in the box. Curled towards the far corner from Anthony, and it's just off target. But head in hands from the Brazilian. He knows that was close. United turning the screw in this second half. And that one no more than a yard wide of the far post. Anthony eager to make a good impression since his big money move from Ajax in the summer. He's already an established Brazilian international, 11 caps, despite being just 22 years old. And he's moved into Paul Pogba's old house in Manchester, would you believe? Of course, he'll hope that his spell at Old Trafford isn't quite as rocky as his French predecessor. Nervy moments for the home crowd then. Omonia did enjoy the lead at half-time. Now 57.5 minutes played. It's Omonia 1, Manchester United 1. Erik ten Hag's side threatening to make this one-way traffic. As Bruno Felipe's tackled in the midfield, and United throw back to Lisandro Martinez and look to kickstart another attack. Here's Luke Shaw on United's new look left-hand side. Eriksen out wide to Marcus Rashford. Runs from deep from the United stars, just disorientating the Nicosia players ever so slightly. Here's Casemiro, looked to get a pass into the feet of Bruno Fernandes, didn't quite find its mark, but Anthony comes up with the ball. A good bit of skill on the right hand side. Back with Anthony now. Casemiro centrally to Eriksen, who's in space. Short pass to Anthony, gets his shot away but scuffs it towards goal. And that goes out for a corner kick. That one took a minor deflection on its way through. As United desperately search for what could be a winner in this game. Eriksen swings the ball in, goes all the way through. No one really attacking that ball. Luke Shaw picks it up in the centre circle. The ball with Anthony now. And it goes all the way back to David De Gea. Casemiro just 5 yards more advanced than the halfway line. A frantic period of the game, slowed down ever so slightly by Manchester United. Omonia seem to have weathered the storm slightly since the goal, but here's Cristiano Ronaldo in a good position. Ronaldo 1v1 against his defender and he strikes the side netting. Another good chance for the Portuguese. When he saw that Rashford was being brought on at half-time, Ronaldo may have feared for his place in the side. But he's been given another chance, another 45 minutes to prove his worth to Erik ten Hag. It's going to be an Omonia change just beyond the hour mark. It's former Manchester City youth product Brandon Barker, summer signing under Neil Lennon. He's going to make way. And Fotis Papoulis is going to enter the action in his place. Andronikos Kakoulis has also come on for Omonia, with goal scorer Karim Ansarifad making way. And there's been a Manchester United change too. Bruno Fernandes has done all he can in this 61 minutes of action so far. He's off the pitch. Anthony Martial, double goal scorer against Manchester City on Sunday. He enters the fray. Lots of United's attacking weapons now on the pitch at the GSP Stadium. 23,000 rampant fans imploring their team to get one over on the Red Devils in what would be a famous result. Here's Eriksson. Into the feet of Rashford, flicks it round the corner to Martial, shooting position for Martial! Superb finish from the Frenchman. What an impact from the bench by Anthony Martial. He's been on the pitch a matter of moments. And Rashford again at the heart of it for Manchester United. The two substitutes linking up in perfect harmony. And it looks like the crisis has been averted for Manchester United. Fresh from the bench. Rashford with a superb flick round the corner. Martial needed one touch to put it onto his right foot. And just outside the box, fired it low and hard into the near corner. Fabiano at full stretch, couldn't stop it going into the net. Martial's Manchester United renaissance is alive and kicking. 63 minutes played here in Cyprus. It's Omonia 1, Manchester United 2. Ten Hag's half-time words have evidently done the trick here. As long as United can avoid the kind of counter-attacking mishap that saw them concede in the first half. As play's back underway now with Victor Lindelof. Here's Rashford, wide left. United's attacks once again focusing more on the left-hand side than the right. As it's pinged forward into Cristiano Ronaldo. Can't quite control it, and Militic clears the ball away. Slight confusion in the midfield for Omonia. But they do eventually manage the second clearance, and the danger's temporarily been averted. Omonia's form by no means setting the world alight coming into this fixture. They've won their last two matches, but before that they'd lost 3 in a row. As United come forward again, Ronaldo's got the ball in the box, crosses towards the far post where Anthony was waiting, and it's cleared away by Jan Letsiaks. United could have been out of sight there within 20 minutes of the restart. But Omonia's form only good enough for 4th in the Cypriot League table. As it's pinged forward again, United playing direct. This time it was towards Anthony Martial. And the introductions are curious ones tactically. It looks like United have switched to a 4-4-2 formation, or what certainly looks to be like a 4-4-2 on the pitch. Martial and Ronaldo partnership up front. Marcus Rashford on left wing with Anthony on the right hand side. Partnership between Christian Eriksen and Casemiro in the middle of the park. Some serious pedigree all over the pitch for United, as Marcus Rashford's penalised for a late challenge. Fotis Papoulis and Andronikos Kakoulis now in the action for Omonia. Neil Lennon eager to see what they can do in this game, how they can impact Manchester United, as it's passed back to Fabiano between the sticks. Here's Jan Letsiaks on the left-hand side for Omonia. Pinged over to Adam Matthews on the right flank. Now it's played centrally. Good feet, Chambos. And the danger's cleared away by Manchester United. Papoulis asking one or two questions of the Red Devils there. Drove forward into a promising position. Here's Papoulis again. The substitute, a regular at international level for Cyprus. And a veteran as well at 37 years old. He's been round the block a few times. And he won't be fazed by Manchester United's heavy-hitting stars. Here is Papoulis on the ball again. Comfortable in the midfield. Plays it forward to Bruno Felipe. Pokes it towards goal. What a chance for Omonia, but David De Gea is able to catch the attempted lob. More superb play by Papoulis. His long ball over the top, straight into the path of Bruno, who's in superb scoring form lately. But that finish lacked any conviction. And David De Gea must have been thanking his lucky stars when he saw that floating gently into his grasp. 68 minutes played, it remains Omonia 1, Manchester United 2. Just 22 minutes of normal time remaining. All of a sudden, talk has shifted from United mounting a response. It's Omonia's turn to fight back. Rashford out wide to Christian Eriksen's. Popped up on the left flank and he's in tons of space. Low cross towards Ronaldo, but he can't quite control the finish. Frustration from the 37-year-old. That one crossed in, met with his left foot, his weaker left foot, but he is strong on both sides. Did slightly have to dig that one out from behind him, Ronaldo. A tricky one by all means, but he'll be disappointed that that one didn't go on target. Of course he'll be desperate to get a goal this evening, Ronaldo. That's the way he's wired. One of the most fearsome goal scorers in football history. No less than 450 for Real Madrid. 117 at international level for Portugal. And he's closing in on 150 for Manchester United. Here's Rashford now as United look to launch a fast break. The ball's found its way to Anthony, but it's a good tackle by Letsiaks. Matthews pops up on the right hand side. Good possession this from Omonia. Now Bruno. Chambos tries to play the 1-2 with Bruno Felipe. Doesn't quite come off. And United are able to get the ball away. It's going to be a United throw deep inside their own half. And there's going to be two more changes for Omonia. Bruno Felipe's race has been run. He'll be regretting that missed chance just a few minutes ago. A shake of the head as he trots off the pitch. It was shaping up to be a glorious night for Omonia. There's of course still time for them to turn it around. And it's Loizos Luizou who enters the action. Mix Diskerud, the midfielder, also makes way. Nicholas Panayotou, the next substitute to be introduced by Neil Lennon. Play back underway then, as United pass the ball around the back line with Lisandro Martinez, who's had a solid night on the ball. He's not had too much to do in terms of Omonia mounting attack after attack. But he's certainly been able to flex his technical muscles as Casemiro sprays a ball out wide to Diogo Dalot on the right flank. He uses Anthony in support, cuts in on his left foot, crossed in towards Ronaldo, who rises highest, but it's headed on to Marcus Rashford. Rashford's got Shaw for company, a very simple pass, and he's in a promising crossing position, but it's cleared away by Omonia as far as Casemiro, 40 yards from the Omonia goal. Here they come again. Anthony tried the cute pass into Ronaldo's feet, but not quite on the money. As United looked like they'd stole in with a brilliant tackle, but referee João Pinheiro deemed there to be too much contact from Anthony, and it's going to be an Omonia free kick and the opportunity for a short rest, which has just been extended as United are going to make another change. Anthony's night's over. He had perhaps the best chance of the first half when he opted to forego his one-on-one opportunity and pass square to Bruno Fernandes, but his pass did not quite find its mark and the attack went down the drain. So Anthony comes off. He's going to be replaced by his compatriot Fred. So you'd expect United to have a 3 in midfield now, and the 2 up front that they have been playing over the past few minutes. He's going to change to just Ronaldo leading the line as Omonia come forward here. Good opportunity, ball breaks in the box, but it's just about cleared up by United, and David De Gea gathers in. Not the finest moment for Lisandro Martinez. His tackle hitting fresh air, and Omonia could have capitalised there. Another goal would be pretty disastrous for United. Anything less than 3 points, effectively unacceptable here at the GSP Stadium. And there was a brief call for handball in that defensive melee, but the referee João Pinheiro waved it away. And they're still asking the question. This may be reviewed by VAR. Play temporarily paused. It was Fred the culprit. Didn't look too blatant in terms of the ball hitting his arm. And indeed, the VAR consultation has concluded that there's nothing doing. And United get play back underway. 75 minutes gone here at the GSP Stadium. It's Omonia 1, Manchester United 2. Could there be another twist in the final quarter of an hour here? Headed away by Hector Just. A good ball out wide where Marcus Rashford instantly takes the ball down. He's looking sharp this evening, Rashford. Feeds Luke Shaw, low cross in towards Ronaldo. Pinball in the box, but it's gathered in by Fabiano. A really promising attack for United. They've been having plenty of joy down that left-hand side since Rashford and Shaw were introduced at half-time. As Fabiano hoofs upfield towards Andronikos Kakoulis. Here is Kakoulis now, just inside the box. Played to the edge, curled in towards David De Gea's goal, but not enough direction on that. Straight at the Spaniard, and he's able to catch comfortably. United slowing down the play here. Of course, no need for the Red Devils to be particularly urgent. It's their lead to lose with 13 minutes to play. Omonia showing little in the way of pressing from the front. They're happy to hold their shape. And of course try and catch United on the counter-attack, as they did so effectively in the first half, when Karim Ansarifad fired into the roof of the net expertly. But the Iranians off the pitch now, and United are coming forward again. Breaks to Diogo Dalot in a great position, rounds the goalkeeper. Dalot, he's got Ronaldo for company, hits the post. Incredible sequence of play. Somehow, some way, that ball stays out of the net for Manchester United. And Omonia launch an immediate attack down the other end, curled towards De Gea's net. And that one sails over the bar by Luizos Luizu. Dalot had done all the hard work and rounded the goalkeeper. Again, unselfishly fed Ronaldo, who didn't even have the goalkeeper to beat. Just Hector Yuste on the line, but it was enough to put the Portuguese off, and he struck the post. It's been a torrid evening so far for Cristiano Ronaldo. Can't buy a goal at the moment. He's forced a good save out of Fabiano in the first half. Now he struck the base of the post. He has looked sharp, the 37-year-old, but when it comes to the final piece of the jigsaw, it just hasn't quite gone his way. Martinez with a line-splitting pass into the feet of Fred. Now Shaw on the left-hand side. He's got acres of space. Marcus Rashford ahead of him. Plays a 1-2 with the Englishman. And United slow it down again. 11 minutes to play here in Cyprus. Of course, Omonia's form not inspiring heading into this game, but neither is Manchester United's. They haven't been in action regularly of late, thanks to postponements and, of course, the international break. They've lost 2 of their last 3 games against Manchester City and Real Sociedad. The away win at Sheriff Tiraspol, the only win in that 3-game sequence. But they are powering towards another here. Still couldn't be called comfortable for Erik ten Hag, who desperately needs the 3 points this evening. Here's Hector Yuste. Into Panayotou in the midfield. Another break opportunity here. Here's Kakoulis in a crossing position. He's got Luizu in the middle. Can't quite find him, but it takes a nick off Lisandro Martinez. And that's going to be an Omonia corner. And wow, an incredible little moment there for Fotis Papoulis. Inexplicably tried to score directly from the corner before his teammates had even got set in the box, and that sailed embarrassingly out for a goal kick. As United make another change, Casemiro's going to be replaced by Scott McTominay. And there's an Omonia substitution too. Nemanja Militic comes off and Roman Bezus enters the action. But a real let-off for United there, as Papoulis went for goal straight from the corner. Hector Eustace, one of the players in the middle, giving his teammate an earful for that perplexing decision. 10 minutes to play. They certainly need to be taking the opportunities that come their way, Omonia. Here's McTominay. United content to completely slow this game down now, with 8 minutes of normal time to play. As Omonia squeeze up the pitch, but the long ball finds Anthony Martial. He's got Ronaldo for company. What a tackle by Hector Eustace. Last ditch from the Spaniard to deny Ronaldo the opportunity to go clean through on goal. Here's Fred. Anthony Martial. And Omonia are away again, looking for another fast break. Here's Papoulis. Now Bezus. Letsiaks on the left-hand side. Time and space in the middle of the park here for Chambos, who fires a long ball over to the left flank. Panayiotou. So decent period of possession for Omonia, but they've given it up. Marcus Rashford showing an injection of pace as United spring a counter-attack of their own. It's 2 versus 3. Cristiano Ronaldo works it onto his left foot and it arrives into the path of Marcus Rashford, who puts this match beyond doubt. A great team goal by Manchester United. Omonia had the numerical advantage while United were on the break. But United made their numbers count. Rashford laid it off to Cristiano Ronaldo. He dragged his left-footed shot. It was going wide of the target, but Marcus Rashford was on hand to turn it into a cross and turn the ball into the net. That should be the 3 points signed, sealed and delivered for Manchester United. Just a handful of minutes left to play. And it's now Omonia 1, Manchester United 3. It's Rashford's second goal of the game. And his form has been impressive. He was ineffective against Manchester City on Sunday, but he's been anything but since emerging from the bench here in Nicosia. Play back underway with Omonia. Now all of a sudden they've got the numerical advantage and it's knocked in. They've got one back. Nicolas Panayiotou with the goal. And all of a sudden, when all hope was lost for Neil Lennon's side, they're back in with a faint glimmer of hope in this Europa League clash. Incredible stuff. Just when United had put themselves 2 goals ahead for the first time in this game, a low cross finds its way to Panayiotou. And it was a capable finish into the top corner. Kakoulis' ball in, outfoxing Manchester United. Omonia showing urgency when they desperately needed to, and United simply weren't alive to the danger. 4.5 minutes of normal time to play here at the GSP Stadium. It's now Omonia 2, Manchester United 3. And that really has thrown the cat amongst the pigeons. And it's set the stage for unimaginable late drama. The 23,000 or so in attendance, all on their feet here in Cyprus for this two sides' first ever head-to-head meeting. And Lisandro Martinez and Kakoulis head-to-head after a meaty challenge from the Omonia player. Martinez not happy at all with that one, and referee João Pinheiro brandishes the yellow card against Kakoulis. He certainly went in high. In his defence, the ball was bouncing. But that's the kind of tackle that can go the wrong way in different circumstances. So Omonia have certainly made a fist of it this evening, regardless of how the final few minutes go. They qualified for the Europa League playoff rounds by winning the Cypriot relegation round last season. After the league splits in two, they essentially established themselves as the best of the bottom half. Here they are, just 3-2 down against Manchester United. Now Ronaldo finds its way to Fred. Shooting opportunity on the edge of the box. It's well saved by Fabiano. The ball bounces to Anthony Martial on the right-hand side. They've still got bodies forward, United. But they know that Omonia are ready to spring a counter-attack at a moment's notice. Here's Martial. Played back to Luke Shaw. Here's Dalot. United maintaining possession around the Omonia box. McTominay all the way back to Lisandro Martinez. McTominay under pressure has to go all the way back to David De Gea. And he boots it upfield. Just a minute and a half left of normal time. Still Omonia 2, Manchester United 3. But the way this game's gone, you couldn't bet against anything in these closing stages. This match hasn't really followed the script. A trio of second half goals for United looks set to bail them out. It's going to be Omonia throw 20 yards beyond the halfway line. Here's Matthews. The crowd on the edge of their seats, keeping their fingers crossed as he finds Papoulis from the throw-in. Not many in the box to aim for, but he nutmegs Scott McTominay. Still got the ball here, Papoulis. Tackle goes in by Martinez. Just about gets the clearance away, the Argentine. But Omonia come again. Here's Yuste. And now United steal the ball. It's a tremendous opportunity to put this game beyond Omonia. It's another fast break. Here's Martial. He's just been crowded out, but here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he dallied on the ball too long. And Omonia managed to get the tackle in. Incredible how that didn't go in for Manchester United. A few too many touches from Ronaldo, and he manages a wry smile. Things haven't gone his way this evening. On another night, he could have had 3 or 4 goals. But he's not been at his clinical best. 4 minutes of added time now. 30 seconds of them have already gone. As United stay on the attack with Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Martial. He's got Dalot for company. 5 players in the box for Manchester United. Marcus Rashford with the low shot. Gathered in by Fabiano. Ronaldo was there ready to pounce on the rebound, but the goalkeeper held. It's time for Omonia to throw caution to the wind, and United come forward again. Here's Rashford through on goal, squares it to Ronaldo, but again the pass is just off the money. And it rolls beyond Cristiano Ronaldo. Yet more despair for the Portuguese. Another opportunity comes and goes for the former Real Madrid superstar. And Omonia come forward again. Here's Lekjaks on the left-hand side. Tries the early cross, but that one's going to sail all the way through for a Manchester United goal kick. A little bit of argy-bargy between Bessus and Scott McTominay, but it doesn't boil over into anything more malicious. Now David De Gea takes the goal kick short as Lennon stands on the touchline, arms folded. 2 minutes of stoppage time remain for Omonia to stage a dramatic finish to this hugely entertaining matchup in the Europa League. It's a good turn by Kakoulis. Crossed in early doors. Finds its way to Bessus. Back to Kakoulis. And now Marcus Rashford can break for Manchester United. Time running out for Omonia. It's another great opportunity for United to put this beyond Omonia. Cristiano Ronaldo in the box. Cuts onto his right foot and the shot drifts wide. A scream to the heavens from Cristiano Ronaldo. So many attempts this evening. This one again clear cut. He drove into the box, cut back on his right foot, but the curler not quite on the money and drifts a yard wide. United maintain possession with Scott McTominay. Here's Christian Eriksen, another solid 90 minutes from the Dane.